Yo, what the fuck is up? Welcome back to Nate Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate.
It's your boy Deej.
And we back, and today we are back in the normal fucking house. Back on the porn couch.
Yeah, back on the casting couch for everyone that doesn't know. You know, this shit's been used and abused. There's a couple holes.
Apparently a bunch of people say that we have a porn couch. Don't know why.
I'm with it though, you know, I'm not mad. I'm not mad by it.
Never porn has never been filmed on that couch. Just want to
Not yet.
Put that out there. We got a couple announcements.
Yeah, shout out to Passport. Last week, got a good interview.
Yeah, that was a dope interview. If you haven't seen that, go watch
check that shit
that Elite Passport interview. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, because most of you haven't subscribed to the channel.
Just show us some love. Show us you're rocking with us.
We have a new car meet vlog up, which is pretty dope.
Pretty dope. Fun little meet, bro. Every Thursday.
Some random fucking red Honda peeled off in front of the slow PD officer who literally just got done pulling into the parking lot, and
then just bang limiter on the way out, dude. Just fucking VTECing it.
Savage. Is that thing even fast?
No.
So he just looks like a cocksucker just getting that, and then they let him go. So I don't know.
But his car was clean. I liked it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hondas are a different caliber of cars, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that.
Some are fucking
Civics
built,
are like,
and some of them are just fucking clean, and it's just tight. I like Hondas. I don't fuck with them necessarily, but they're super dope. Some of them got some clean ass whips.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, next Friday is the Long Haul March Madness concert in San Luis. Me and DJ will be there. We'll be doing another vlog.
We're popping out. Excited. We got some bangers on this list, bro.
It'll be pretty fire.
Of course, we got all the homies from Long Haul.
We got FG Thrilla, James K, Win, Cody Balboa, Cam Jones, How Fly. Is it? I don't know how to say this. Is it Nige? Because I think it's Nigel. I think his name's Nigel, so I think it's Nige.
Nige.
I don't know how to say that. Sorry, bro. I know we're trying to get an interview with you and lock it up soon, but I just don't know how to pronounce that.
Got some D Banks and Lord Sanctus, bro.
D Banks has the pack in his mouth, and they fucking scratched it out. Did you notice that?
That's funny. It's just a fire. He's wearing a fire fit.
Lord Sanctus, Risco, and 22 Rel, bro. So yeah, pull up. That shit's gonna be dope as fuck. We got
7 to 11, March 13th, Slow Brew downtown. Pull up and get on the vlog with us.
You can get tickets online at Passport, a bunch of different places. So
hit him
sick.
Up. Hit him up if you want to peep the people we're looking at. Win25 on his Instagram.
Yeah,
see this flyer. It's pretty sick. You see who
Long Haul Music Group on Instagram too. You can follow them.
You can go check out all their stuff. All their shit.
Moving into the straight first music topic that we can get off of our fucking chests. This one's kind of fucked up. I don't know if you really understand this to the fullest, but
I didn't read up on this. No.
Meg Thee Stallion not happy about her 3-album deal contract and gets a court motion to post her album anyway, even though the management company. Okay, so she signed on a couple different levels. She has a distribution deal with fucking, I want to say it's like Empire or something, and then she signed to a like management / label called 1501, which she signed to when she was way smaller, and she got a pretty reasonable starter deal for most people who are starting. It was like 40-60 profit splits basically, and there's a bunch of different things. He gets a kind of like there's too much percentage. It's like 30% of merch sales, 30% of touring, which is a little high. Just some shit she was mad about in her contract, but like, I'm not in the music business, so I don't know what the normals are, but from all the research that I've done, apparently that's a pretty normal deal when it comes down to things, especially for a new artist.
She's just capping and wanted some more. She was feeling a little greedy.
Well, most of the time when you have this type of reaction, you have to have numbers behind you, because that's not a good deal, but you have to be able to have numbers, and she's like popping off, but she doesn't have the numbers yet to be able to renegotiate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I get that.
And it sucks that she's stuck in for a 3-album deal. That's where they really fucking get you, like the record labels and shit. Like Lil Wayne was signed in some crazy like 10-album fucking deal or some shit for the longest time with Birdman, and that's why it was so hairy and shit. Like that whole relationship. I don't know. There's just a bunch of shady shit with record labels and stuff. Speaking of shady shit with record labels, Rumors Rascal record got taken down by Rascal Flatts, the trap song. I just showed DJ this. This shit.
It's fire. I like it.
I thought it was like a new like. It does the same thing that Little Nas X song does, like kind of created a new genre and like paved a new lane. I don't think it's gonna be as big as like
No, it's not. It's not as catchy.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be like a pop like a.
But for
viral thing?
ourselves being like hip hop listeners, it's funny as fuck because, you know, like Rascal Flatts, this song it's like one of their top songs, and they remade it and like.
And it's kind of hard too. Like
and the whole video, all of them are wearing ski masks. The homie who's singing just got an AK strapped on his shoulder, and everyone's got a fucking gun.
I want to see
talking about his hose and stuff.
I want to see what this turns into.
Bro,
Like,
someone else I know they took it down, but I think someone recorded it. And what I put on here is the video. So.
Oh yeah, they took it down off of YouTube once, and then they put the video back up on somebody else's channel, but it's probably gonna get yanked again.
Yeah, so I mean, it's on here right now as of Saturday evening, 9:00.
Yeah, it's pretty fire. Go check that out if you haven't. I don't even know what to really what to say about that, just because
Just a fire song. I thought it was funny that they put their own twist on.
it's kind of fucked up. That I understand why Rascal Flatts takes it down though. Like, if you're Rascal Flatts
and
you
you
see
if
some
you didn't
dudes
get
in fucking
permission-
ski masks and like with AKs and shit over your beat, like fuck.
Yeah, if you didn't ask for the beat and they're just swooping that shit real quick.
Yeah, and on a copyright and like record label scale, like Juice World got fucking sued his ass off for the
It was Lucid Dreams.
Lucid Dreams. I couldn't think of which one it was.
It was like a pop song
It
back
was
in the day or something.
it was Sting's like guitar chord, like the chord, like
So you just gotta be careful what you put out, especially if it gets big, homies. Just unfortunately, people are always out there trying to make a quick buck, especially if it's considered their song and shit, you know.
Well, the song did what it needed to. Those fucking dudes are everywhere now. Like a bunch of people know about them. Joe Budden talked about them, so it's like now they just have to do something that's original or something that is like has a cleared sample.
Yeah, I think that it's cool though that the manager of the guy who's singing it is rocking PR. So.
Oh yeah,
we saw it on. I saw it on Angela's Instagram.
Shout out PR.
Shout out PR, huge. Just peep that board, signed by the one and only. You know.
This one I don't really even remember this one, so I'm kind of gonna be talking off of a fucking news article. But DaBaby had his battery charge dropped in Miami
when he stole like his iPhone and like $50 because he swooped him out of some money for concerts or something like that. But yeah, he put him down, and now I forget the homie who he beat up. I forget his title, but he's basically, I think they're coming to a money agreement. But the shitty part of it is that they're pursuing still the fight and the burglary part of it. The police are, without the guy's help, you know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
I don't know if they can even really prove that, especially if they have a settlement and the guy
No, they
doesn't
have the
testify.
video, buddy.
Well, I know, but if the guy doesn't testify, then I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
He might, depending on what his, what does he have? I don't know if he has anything on his record. I know he's like has a couple things, like he caught a body in Walmart and shit, but that's not on his record. So I don't know, like.
I don't think he got charged for the homie in the hotel either.
I don't remember what that. Oh, you're talking about the one where
the guy was trying to take a video.
Yeah,
and, like as he was walking away, he took the video.
Yeah, he never got charged for that. I don't think. Definitely not. Definitely don't think he got charged for that.
No, bro. You had your daughter with you. I don't disagree.
Well, look at what happened to Pop Smoke. I saw a little meme, or not a meme, like a one of those news Instagram type posts where it's like, this is why fucking DaBaby was freaking out on the dude.
Yeah, because you post any, like, homie's got like 3 numbers of the address or something, and then they were throwing a party and someone just leaked out where he lived, and then unfortunately later that night shit happened to Pop Smoke. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, bro.
Yeah,
up and coming. I'm looking forward to his album. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, executive produced by
50.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
It's pretty tight.
We actually didn't put that on
because he's not
here,
worth $1, bud.
Oh my god. I think it'll be fire though, because I guess Roddy Ricch is on it. He said there's gonna be a feature from Roddy Ricch. I would imagine that a Boogie'd hop on it from New York. So we'll see, bro. That'd be fire music.
I think so. But so did you see that Australia had a freaking hologram of him already? Seems a little premature in my opinion. Like not even like 2 weeks out, Australia had a.
No, that's pretty. I think that's cool.
It's like cool. I think it's cool as fuck. But I feel
were
like
they selling tickets?
I don't know. I think they just kind of did it for a song.
If it's like a memorial thing, then I think it's cool. But if they're like selling tickets, like the Tupac shit, like when like you know,
Coachella, yeah.
If they're like selling tickets like to see a Pop Smoke memorial, that's a little weird to me. But if it's just like a memorial and they just had the hologram, that's dope.
Yeah, I think it was cool, but it was just kind of. It just seemed, in my opinion, a little too soon.
Yeah, I feel that.
But fucking T Grizzly, buddy.
T Grizzly,
up.
Yeah, T Grizzly beefs with Eminem and Royce da 5'9" for not. So I guess Royce da 5'9" is like one of the random rappers that kicks it with Eminem. That's in Slaughterhouse, I think, and which is like a random rap group from back in the day with Joe Budden, Royce, and somebody else, I don't remember. But Royce basically told Eminem not to put T Grizzly on his album because for some reason
he said wait for him to blow up and get hotter.
Yeah, or something. And then
I watched the snippet of the video.
T Grizzly had an obvious problem with that because T Grizzly and Eminem are both from Detroit, so it's like one of those things that's like,
why don't you just help? I'm already popping. Why don't you just help me out? It's like it's lame of them to think like, nah, it's not time. It's not time. I mean, I feel like it was time. T Grizzly's been popping off for a while.
Yeah, I think that's like way overdue for sure. I feel like that'd be good music too if fucking Eminem isn't all rappity rap.
Unfortunately, the bridge might have been burned. We'll see what happens.
Well, technically it's Royce talking to Eminem. It's not T Grizzly and Eminem, so we'll see. Post Malone, not healthy, responded with, "I'm the healthiest I've ever been on stage." People were freaking out because Post Malone gets into his music and like gets all fucking freaky on stage.
If the people who haven't seen the video, watch the video. It's a song for "I Fall Apart," and bro, I mean, he's just emotional in his music. That's an emotional song for him, probably.
I watched him do that live. Like he just fucking does that. Like he's like weird. He has like a weird performance.
He was like falling on the ground. Everyone thinks he's off the perks, and
he may be a little drunk, but he's not fucking doing drugs and shit. So people just need to like.
He said he's chilling. So
I think it's cool. People are worried about it, but people just need to like kind of think through it. It did look a little crazy though. The video
it happened like 2 nights in a row too. In their defense.
Yeah, I think he like tours like. Well, I saw Jack Harlow's days from when we're going, and he has like. The shows 3 days in a row, like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row with only like 1 day gaps.
Yeah, it's like a 6-hour drive for some of the places, especially here in California.
It's kind of
you don't have to take a flight because I think he's at the observatory when we're going, then Santa Barbara, and then I think he's in like San Francisco or Sacramento. So I mean that's like just a quick little trip overnight. You already got a driver and shit.
That's kind of gnarly.
But yeah, Guap Dad 4000, Jack Harlow and Observatory. Me and Nate pulling up.
That would be fire.
That'd be super sick.
We should do a vlog for that too.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Guap Dad and Jack Harlow, 2 upcoming artists I've been listening to a lot recently.
Yeah, I know. I think it's pretty dope that we're going to be able to get like 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. Especially since Guap Dad's just starting off to get big. Platinum recording artist.
Yeah, feel that. Speaking of platinum recording artist, is fucking Lil Uzi Vert. New album, Eternal a Take.
For everyone that doesn't know, we pre-record these things, and we're glad we kind of waited on this because it was like he dropped the set list, and literally the next day later he dropped the whole thing.
So now what we're gonna start to do is I think we're gonna try to film them on Saturdays so like we can grind it out and have the most recent content for you guys. It's gonna be fucking a grind every Saturday night, but it'll be fine
because we were doing it about like Tuesday or Wednesday whenever we were available with our schedules to do it, and we missed out on some opportunities to talk about things later in the week. So
it just makes our content a little behind. So
yeah, if we got plans of the weekend, we'll probably do it Thursday or Friday, but we'll still probably try to do it the later part of the week.
Definitely glad though because Lil Uzi dropped his new album and I liked a lot of the songs on it.
I did too. A lot of people thought it flopped, and I'm a fan. Honestly, I think this new EDM trap beat music is sick. I like it. Majority of the songs I just listened start to finish on at work, and I liked them. I think that was a good album.
I just think like a couple of them are a little weird. Like there's 16 songs. I don't know if that's just because he likes all these. There's 18 technically, but there's 16 new ones. The last two are Futsal Shuffle and fucking That Way. I didn't like That Way.
Yeah.
It was like he had like that weird fucking NSYNC whatever.
That way. Yeah, but
there's a bunch of fire songs in here though, but like it had a lot of slow shit like amongst the fire. You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't like a beat like normally it is.
He's trying to do like a bunch of trap but like EDM also. Like there was a bunch of hard trap songs and then there were some trap EDM songs on there. It was like a weird flux of stuff, but I like it. I like I would say 65% of it or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'm excited to see the deluxe because I think the deluxe is gonna have all the feature songs on it.
Yeah, I heard it was like gonna be like Little Baby,
Future, Thugga,
I
and
saw
someone else, and Travis Scott.
I saw A Boogie too, or
and
something.
Travis Scott. So I think he might have a handful more of songs, and which is cool because he rarely drops any new music. So it'd be cool to get this whirlwind of Uzi.
Speaking of new albums, a little bit older but still a new album to us because we've been away is the new Lil Baby album.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get a chance to listen to it all the way through, but pretty fire album. The 2 songs I did listen to. I can't say album. The 2 songs I listened to.
Lil Baby gets a little repetitive for me at sometimes, but this album I found a couple good songs that I liked. You know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it kind of got overtaken by Uzi's album on the charts wise.
Oh yeah, for sure, and not to mention like Lil Baby's doing this whole media run and everything to try to keep it going up, and Lil Uzi just drops a fucking album and probably is just chilling.
Do you think Uzi did that as a dick move, or do you think
No.
He just wanted to drop it? Well, because he said February 28th, bro, and we're a week into March, you know.
Well, his whole thing, he has like this whole weird thing with this album about not dropping it, teasing it, saying, "Oh, Eternal will take 2 weeks,"
and it's dropping covers and like you guys choose the best one and
yeah. So, but Lil Baby's album it's actually pretty good. I think I don't know what it is about those types of artists like Gunna, Lil Baby. Some of them start to like their music starts to mesh between the songs and you can't really like hear anything different after a while. But then there's like those few standout songs. I think it's mostly the beats. I think it's mostly like a lot of the beats are a lot like the same tempo and like the same instruments. And so like it kind of all melts together after a while. Mm-hmm. But there's a few good songs in here with fire beats that are like real standout that I like. And he has on Lil Baby's new album, he's really like got a real introspective and like kind of just stopped. He does rap about like the like lean and popping pills and all this shit and like kind of like swag rap, but he does get way more introspective about different things about like relationships and stuff in his own way, which is kind of fire. Because I don't think anybody's really heard that. Same thing with Lil Uzi too. He did that on his album. It was kind of like putting together different things as far as being more lyrical.
Yeah, I can't really weigh on Lil Baby's. I haven't listened to it all the way through, but the 2 songs I listened to I liked, you know.
Unfortunately, this is what we're going to be talking about for like
the next couple topics.
Like majority of this fucking podcast moving on is
and let me start off saying this. I'm not scared by the coronavirus. Personally for me, I think it's just another swine flu epidemic. We're all going to survive. I get the fact that we were talking to my dad's girlfriend the other night and it's like it's more so that when we get it, that we don't spread it onto the elderly or newborns because those are the weakest to it. But what the news doesn't tell you guys is there like 55,000 cases, 3,000 have died. Yeah, that's a staggering number, but there's 33,000 I think that were cured.
I think let's just stop just throwing up numbers real quick. Let's look up coronavirus stats because I don't think those numbers are really accurate because I've seen numbers in 300,000 infected because this gets fucking gnarly as far as people like infected stats. Where the fuck is like something reliable? And not to mention, I believe 106,000 cases, 3,600 deaths.
Yes, that still proves my point though.
And then recovered, 60,000 recovered.
Still proves my point. So maybe I saw stats from like a week ago.
This is like this is worldometers.info/coronavirus.
I'm not scared.
And 36,000 are in mild condition and 6,000 are in serious or critical condition. I don't know if this is bullshit or not, but let's see. And by the way, I think the scariest part about this whole thing is the fact that it spreads so goddamn fast. I think it's less about like what it can do to our like people and
But
stuff.
just the umbrella it's gonna cast throughout the world.
Right. And I think a lot of people are in mass hysteria for no reason too. Like I think there's just as much reason to believe as there is just as much reason not to get scared, because people get fucking scared as shit over shit like this. And
Everyone's personally, I mean, I find myself on my phone every once in a while. Some people are glued to their phone, so they read this shit and they start shivering.
well,
You go to Home Depot or fucking Costco, there's toilet paper's gone, water, all the masks.
Shelves.
But
It's a little gnarly.
it is.
Apparently in the U.S. we have 442 total cases and 19 total deaths, according to this website. And then 16 or 15 people have recovered already. But I think the scariest part about the coronavirus is that you don't know you have it, or you don't displaying symptoms that you have it until like
10 days.
It's like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, something gnarly. That's crazy.
So like if you have it, you're gonna be chilling for a couple weeks and then know that you have it and probably spread
like,
it to a bunch of people.
You're probably gonna get right hooked.
So are you scared to go on a plane at this point in time?
Hell no.
It says it's
bullshit.
airborne. So like, what happens if you get the coronavirus? Like, are you fucked, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you obviously become like a news story, but are you gonna die at this point?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it and vlog it for the views. Come on, let's get it.
Hey, hit me up if you got the virus.
Hey, if we hit, how about this? If we hit 1,000 subscribers before the next podcast comes out, I will personally go out and get the coronavirus and vlog the whole experience for it. So let's hit 1,000.
And I'll be in the ghillie suit or freaking hazmat suit recording it for him. You know,
1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, so we can start making some bread on here.
We're fucking clowns, clowns, dude. Come on, we'll give the first Corona vlog experience out there. So
just
hit me up
imagine our dumbasses like in a fucking like quarantine, like just chilling with the coronavirus, like like trying to upload videos and shit, trying to make a fucking buck. Oh my god, dude, that's so crazy. The craziest part about it is that South by Southwest got fucking canceled due to it. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, they're starting to close major sporting events like fucking.
In Italy, they closed. No one can be attending. They're just broadcasting on
until
TV.
like April 3rd, and I think it's basically indefinitely because they can extend it past that, which is gnarly to me.
Yeah, it is pretty gnarly.
Imagine how much money is going to be lost because of that.
It sucks, but I didn't realize that in the scheme of the coronavirus, actually, Italy is the epicenter with the most deaths.
It's like
119, I think, is what I read on there.
It was in the 220 somethings on here. Look, I'll show you, or I'll read it to you. 5,883 total cases with 233 deaths. I think it's the most, like, it's the least amount of cases but the most deaths.
Yeah, so it's like just the biggest scare.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I guess the Italians breed a little differently for immune systems.
It's because there's 80,000 total cases in China, but there's 3,000 deaths. So it's like, it's a little bit less as far as death rate, but like,
yeah, the ratio.
But the ratio is way higher for Italy. So that's what's kind of gnarly about
scary.
it. I guess TMZ reports that Justin Bieber like tried to say that he downgraded his stadiums to arenas because of the coronavirus, but it's really because he just didn't sell enough seats to fucking fill the stadiums.
Mm-hmm. So, it just happens to be the time where coronavirus is hitting.
So he fucking clowned out and just said it was because of the coronavirus and big spaces.
It's cool, Justin. We understand. Yummy doesn't do that good for you.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yum, 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 yeah.
Dude, yummy. Dude, that fucking, I hate that song. I don't know how these motherfuckers come up with these songs that are like, yummy, yummy.
He's hella melodic on it, though.
Like, can we please do some dumb ass shit like that and make $1 million fucking dollars? Like, what dumbass shit do I have to say into this microphone and fucking mix it real quick with my fucking...
Let me hop on. A little ignorant on the beat.
We just need to think of something fucking stupid, something funny as shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know
we should do like a...
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
I do
Something might pop off one of these days and we'll be like, yeah, that's one of those things we should have
done. Let's move on to sports. Mike Trout doesn't just smash baseballs, absolutely clobbered this fucking golf ball at Top Golf.
So if you guys seen this video, I watched on my phone the first time. You can't really tell where he hit the ball. I worked at the Top Golf he was at, actually, which is pretty cool because they're in Arizona for spring training. They're at the Scottsdale one. But the net, I think, is at 250 yards. And you when it pans over and he's looking at where he hit it, because all the balls have little trackers in them, he hit the fucking net, like the top of the net, and you just see it kind of just roll down because it doesn't go anywhere else.
That's gnarly, bro. That's fucking. If you watch the video, like, he just fucking cranks it.
Yeah, like it wasn't even that big of a deal. Just a straight like moonshot Happy Gilmore type shit.
And I guess he hit a 3-run homer in spring training too.
Bombed it like deep center field over like where everyone chills on the little grass hill. Those who pay attention to the spring training in the Angels Stadium, there's a little grass hill in the back, no seating, and it went over and up past the hill to the little secondary fence back there.
That's savage. That's hella savage.
Yanked it.
He honestly, like, when he hit the golf ball, he just looked effortless. Like, he just fucking was born for that too.
He just has, dude, like his like motion in between here to here, like his middle swing is fucking powerful. For homie's built like a linebacker and just drives the shit.
And he's fast as fuck, bro.
If he hit a football and he's coming at you, I'm moving.
Bro, he's like 225, right? He's like 225, and
he's a big boy.
He runs like a 4.6,
and he's like 6'2".
He's fucking quick, dude. He's a scary ass motherfucker.
That fool is expecting a baby with his wife.
Imagine
that's gonna be a monster
dingers
of a kid, because I think she was a good swimmer.
That kid's hitting T-ball dingers, bro. Just teeing off on the fucking ball.
Yeah, he got a boy too, so that's pretty tight.
At like 8 years old, that kid's gonna be taking full fucking swings, like technique and all. Like, just
he's just gonna watch his daddy. I mean, he's gonna grow up. He's there until what, 28. His kid's gonna be 7 when he's still playing, 8 when he's playing baseball. He's just gonna be watching his dad his whole life. So it's super cool.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll retire once he like ends this contract, since his kid will be like mid.
I don't think so.
He has a shit ton of money depending on what happens with his career and everything. Like,
yeah, he's already considered the best player ever.
Ever?
I mean, best player now, not ever. Excuse me. I consider him the best player ever, all around, structure wise, personality, and on and off the field appearance. I mean, this guy is what everyone dreams for in a baseball guy. And a sports guy in general. He's not a dick. He doesn't say anything negative. You never really see him do like dumb shit. He's always just, he goes home when off season, hangs out with his wife, goes to his downtown places, and I think he's from Millerville in New Jersey, I think.
Some small town New Jersey.
Yeah, and he just cruises through the town like nothing ever happens, and then on and off the field, he just does his work. He's a hard working athlete, focuses and puts his head down, just gets through the year, and he wants a fucking championship ring, which I think the Angels have a very good possibility this year, as long as the Astros don't cheat again. Clowns, bro.
Nah, that's some big old clown shit. Speaking of some big old clown shit, Spike Lee's not letting in the employee interests at Madison Square Garden like he's been doing for 25 years. I'm not a New York head, and me and DJ both obviously aren't New York heads, but Spike Lee's that music video director, and he does a bunch of other kind of like music or video stuff, who's like New York born and raised, and he's
and a big fucking fan of the New York Mets. Knicks. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, the Mets suck dick, and so do the Knicks. I don't know why anybody goes to Knicks games either, but whatever.
They don't. They have a really bad fan seating rating.
But I guess so. Like in the layout of New York, where Madison Square Garden is, there's a bunch of different exits on different street corners, and like you have to just like walk around, kind of like how at San Francisco we walked around. And
for the A's game, we had to find like our
no. When we went to the Burner concert and we walked around the Warfield, we went to the back and we saw the cookies thing and everything.
Yeah,
and it was like in a weird ass spot, and we had to walk all the way around the block and shit. It was kind of like that, but the Madison Square Garden's like 3, 4, or 5 times the size of the Warfield building, so it's like, if he would, because what they were trying to tell him is that they were trying to tell him to fucking leave even though he already scanned his ticket to go out on the street and go into like a different entrance. And he was like, I already fucking scanned my ticket. Like, I'm not going to be able to get back in, and they're courtside seats or whatever. So, like, that was the big deal about the whole thing.
Spends a lot of money there. 25 years. I mean, fuck.
And the Knicks tried to say that he dapped up the owner and everything because the owner went to go talk to him at halftime or at some point during the game because he still went to his seat, to his courtside seat and everything. And the Knicks tried to say that he, like, dapped up the owner and was, like, all good. But I guess Spike Lee went on First Take in the morning after and was like, I never fucking said shit. Like, I still am pissed off about the whole thing. So it's kind of fucked, especially when like he spends so much money. Not
25 years of courtside tickets.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, he must be like a
season holder type thing,
ticket holder. But fuck, I mean, that's still you're paying for a full year for 25 years
in courtside. Yeah, it's kind of
gnarly, super gnarly.
Speaking of other gnarly shit, wrongful death lawsuit in the Kobe case.
Yeah, so Kobe's wife has actually filed a lawsuit against the helicopter company that unfortunately crashed when Kobe was on board. But here is the reasons why she is doing this. So for people who don't know, our dad's actually a flight medic for CalStar, and he kind of explained to us what happened. There's two sets of visibility, basically monitoring systems. One's your own, and then one's basically on a computer. I don't know the technical terms right now. But my dad has the computer, which is controlled by air traffic control, and they can get to wherever they want. And put it this way, my dad was grounded that whole day because of the weather.
In Santa Maria.
And they have the computer system. The helicopter company that Kobe's was with was all visual. So this homie can't see dick. There was a bad flight, and so basically she's saying that the complaint obtained is that they failed to properly monitor and assess the weather prior to takeoff, failed to abort flight when they knew of cloudy conditions, and failed to properly and safely operate the helicopter, resulting in a crash. So, it's fucked up, man. This guy shouldn't have been flying.
Yeah, it really comes down to, like, he shouldn't have ever taken off. I get the fact of, like, it's a big client and everything, but it really isn't worth it.
I mean, now looking back on it, I personally wish they would have missed the game, you know? Because now we're missing Kobe, missing everyone who's on board, the 3 kids' lives who never got to live past 13. So I do think it's a good claim on her part. It's just sad. It's just a sad situation.
Yeah, I know, like, maybe she's doing it just because, like, it's kind of like the principle of they didn't do the right thing in the moment. Mm-hmm. But but why do the wrongful suit? Like, you're not looking for money, right?
No, I think I don't think it's main. I think this is what it is about. It's about the other families now, because I feel like in my situation, if I was the family member not of Kobe's and my family was on that, I'd feel some type of way.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like since Kobe's family has the money, that they're the ones stepping forward and proceeding with it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because if a flight medic company or the flight paramedic company is not taking off with the computer system, that's saying a lot. They were only about an hour and a half away, you know, in situations of the coastline. And Yeah,
it is really gnarly.
It is. It's a bummer topic to talk about.
Circling around back to the fucking coronavirus, because that's all that we really are talking about today, because everything is affected by this goddamn coronavirus.
Everything. Unfortunately, it's a topic of the last month.
LeBron James has thoughts on not having fans during the coronavirus.
Yeah, the NBA is discussing a possibility of pulling an Italy situation with no one being attendance during games, and Bron wasn't having it. He's like, no, I play for the fans. I'm not suiting out if it comes down to this.
Let me see if I can play it and just like do. That's not working. I was trying to like make it work on the mic. No one's gonna be able to hear that, and I can't set it up.
But basically, he just said like how his feelings towards the situation, and he wouldn't be playing if it came down to them taking out all the fans out of the stadium.
Which is like, I don't know, like why not play? I feel like it's the
He's
right
at an
thing
age
to
where
do.
it's everyone. He benefits from having fans there, you know.
Well, I think everybody benefits from having fans there, but like still, nobody benefits from having fans there if everybody gets infected by the fucking coronavirus.
Well, also think about this aspect of it. I mean, I know playing in my high school sports that it's definitely a factor to hear the crowd cheering. I mean, no
I
one's
guess
gonna
that's
amp you
true.
up on a fucking slam dunk. You
Yeah,
know?
what's it like to play a fucking game in the Staples Center?
Yeah,
That's
you can-
absolutely dead ass quiet.
Yeah, you can hear everybody say their shit and stuff. You know, like I don't know. It's kind of the way it's set up now. You can't hear what they're saying and stuff because of the fans. And I think
It might be kind of interesting for basketball. Like I might want to watch a few of those games if the fucking stadiums do get empty.
I think fans are crucial though.
Like
I
how are
think
the
it's the
soccer
reason
games
why
in
you
Italy
play.
going to be?
I mean, soccer. It's just gonna be, in my opinion, it would feel like a scrimmage. Like you know, it's like you just kind of pull up and you play each other and then you go home. But most of the games that they're playing are like, I think I saw FC Milan and Barcelona are playing. I can't fact check that, but like that's a pretty decent game. It sells a lot of probably jerseys and stuff. So for me, I personally feel like it'd be weird just because I like having the fan and the crowd's reaction to what's going on.
Well, the gnarliest part is that they're thinking about canceling the fucking 2020 Olympics in Japan because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's a huge possibility actually.
Which it makes sense because it's like in one of the technically is what's Japan? I got the fucking coronavirus shit open still. Oh, Japan's got 461 cases, so the USA has 442, so they're just about the same as the USA. So why cancel the Olympics at this point? They have 19. We have 19 deaths, and they only have 6, and they have like 10 more or 20 more people infected.
Just
than
close
us.
to the epicenter, in my opinion. But I could see it happening, unfortunately.
Is there any country that doesn't have anybody with the coronavirus? No. Every single country on pretty much has somebody with the coronavirus.
You know, Slow almost had one, but it was they just denied that it was a possibility.
Oh, I guess they were supposed to house the people at fucking Camp Roberts. They were supposed to have like a coronavirus
From that cruise ship.
quarantine there, which I figured out that they had like 21 people on a cruise ship that were confirmed infected with coronavirus on either the same one or a different one. I just saw it like scrolling through Instagram. And this is the last thing. This is the only deal I saw so far out of free agents. This
Yeah.
is like a total left turn out of coronavirus, just so you all know.
Hard right.
But did you see any other deals other than this?
No, it's just all Tom Brady talk.
It's all where the fuck's Tom Brady going? Yeah, so this is Austin Eckler 4-year deal with the Chargers, 24.5 million, 15 million guarantees. I think I put it on here because I think it's gnarly, more so because of the Melvin Gordon situation. Like, because what does that mean for Melvin Gordon now if they're going to give Austin Eckler 4 years? You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't want to stay there.
Melvin?
Yeah, he does. I thought I've heard of him saying he doesn't want to stay there anymore. 'Cause he's not getting paid what he wants and stuff like that.
Melvin Gordon.
Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what his contract is. 5.6 million is entering the final season of his rookie contract, so he has to play next season. So that's exactly why they signed Austin Eckler to a 4-year deal, because they have the cap room. I don't know. I think, especially since Austin Eckler got it done for them, and they got it done for fantasy too for a while. Not towards the end of the year once Melvin came back, but got it done for a while. I think it's interesting because it puts a different like competitive push on Melvin to be better because there's a fucking another running back around.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like if I was Melvin, I'd be like, damn, you just signed homeboy for fucking 4 years, 24 million and 15 million guarantees. Like, fuck. And he's about to get off his contract too, so they're gonna be start talking about contracts. So it's just a matter of like what happens. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'd feel disrespected, but that's just me.
Yeah, I would too. You know, like you're
Yeah.
giving my it's like you're giving my coworker a raise, but letting me kind of chill where I'm at type of situation.
And it's a coworker that just came in
yeah,
and was like
Had
did
a good
really
year.
good, did hella good,
and you just capped him out.
and you were just out. You were out because you got hurt. It's like, wah. We'll skip over that. We kind of talked about the coronavirus till the fucking
A lot.
day's end. Basically, U.S. citizens should prepare for the coronavirus, but we already talked about
COVID-19
that.
is the official term.
I thought this was kind of interesting because this is a whole weird, different left turn. We're moving on to like different topics as far as like random shit that we thought about.
Mhm.
Twitter adds like a stories function before they add like an edit tweet function because everybody wants to be able to edit their tweets after they post it.
Yeah.
But they added a fucking like Instagram,
Yeah.
Snapchat stories function on there.
Yeah.
Which is fucking weird because who wants to go on Twitter and look at pictures on a story function? Like Twitter is its own thing and it's like blog posts for a reason.
It's just hopping on to because like Facebook has it now. Instagram always has had it. Like Facebook copied Instagram, you know.
I think that's horseshit though. I think Twitter needs to stay in the lane that it's in and keep doing the blog post type stuff and don't do the stories. Like it literally even YouTube added stories.
Yeah.
YouTube stories are a fucking week long though, which is the most confusing shit to me. Like I just completely avoid stories on YouTube and any other apps other than
the only one I hit up is Instagram and rarely will because there's a couple of homies I have in a car group or not car group they involve with cars and I see their stuff on Facebook considered to their Instagram because they don't have an Instagram. So, and like my buddy I bought the truck off of, like I watch his stuff to see what kind of cars he's selling and things like that. But mainly I watch Instagram. Like 95% of the time it's Instagram.
and Snapchat, like OG stories.
Yeah,
I don't get some of this other shit. Slam my beer.
slammed it.
I really have nothing else to say about that. To be honest, it really just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
This one's this one's kind of funny.
Yeah, local. This is a little bit local topic for us.
So some dude basically
mobbing on a bike.
was going the wrong way on a bike and was getting pulled over by the cops, and so he reached into his pants and grabbed shit and rubbed it on himself or something.
Rubbed it
And was
all
like,
over him to evade the cops, bro.
yeah, and he was like, I got shit on me or something. He said, I have to shit. And then
Shit on him.
And then they locked him up.
Thought they would get away. He would like make him leave because turns out he had a backpack full of heroin.
Yeah, they detained him and they found a shit ton of heroin on him, I guess, which is funny.
Bro, that's one way to try to get away.
I don't even know who this kid is. Do you know this kid? He looks kind of
Unfortunately,
familiar.
it kind of just looked familiar. I think he was like a grade younger than me. But I don't know. I'm not gonna put his name out there.
On
You
Spring
guys can go see
Street,
that shit.
making the 1400 block of Riverside. He defecated himself. Oh, so he shit himself.
Yeah, no, he shit in his pants, grabbed it, and tried to rub it on him.
That's Jesus Christ.
How do you get? Was his fucking mugshot with the shit on him still?
It's
Gotta be.
Dude, if someone in jail figures out that you rub shit on yourself, they're gonna
You're a
rub shit
clown.
on you
Yeah,
in jail.
you're a clown. You're getting shit on for sure.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
But he gets out on a felony.
Oh, dude, you know what we didn't talk about yet, too? Speaking of people getting locked up, this one's crazy. I'm so glad I remembered this shit. This is really local and this is really relevant. Jazzy Baby from San Maria got locked up for fucking elderly abuse and breaking and entering or some shit.
Yes, local San Maria artist.
So this is kind of a big topic. Fuck, I just hit that shit. This is kind of a big topic, so we kind of have to be like real about this one and kind of left turn away from the fucking
Kind of fucked up.
homie shits on himself. But it's kind of, I really was, so let's just start with Jazzy Baby. I don't know how to look this up. Can you try to find, while I'm talking about this, can you try to find the article of her charges so we can be accurate?
Yeah.
I was, the first time I was introduced to this girl as an artist, it's Jazzy Baby 4L on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. She had a song with Lil Bones, and Lil Bones hit me up because he saw that I did a pool party and he wanted to film a music video. And I ended up seeing the fucking DM hella late and never responded to it. But that video that he wanted to film was the video of him and Jazzy Baby in like King Trip or some shit. And that was like the first time I ever heard of her. And the next thing I know, I see on Connect the Coast's story is fucking this chick gets locked up. And then I remember seeing the post about her getting locked up, and it was some shit about breaking and entering, stealing money from an elderly woman, and like elderly abuse, which is super fucking gnarly. Like, how does all that even go down? And there's somebody else that looked really familiar who got locked up with her in connection, and she went private on Instagram, and it's just like this whole thing.
Nathan still tried to follow her though.
I did try to follow her. I saw that she wasn't private for a while, and I should have shot the follow then, and then I tried to follow her when she went private. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm trying to find this real quick.
I want to be like 100% like, for real on what the charges are, because elderly abuse is a gnarly thing. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I think it's in Slowco News if you look that up.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Good call, because I was looking on San Maria Times.
San Maria Times? Yeah, no, fuck that. Look on Slowco News.
This page got 15,000 followers, buddy. Homie who shit himself. Oh, the 13 people just got busted for trafficking meth. Stole a car, graffiti in Paso.
So many random shit goes down on Slowco News.
Yeah, go give Slowco News follow if you're local. This shit's it's cool just to stay updated on this shit. I think it's so far back now that I'm still just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Dude, I don't even
scroll.
I don't even fuck with Facebook like that. Whatever. Who cares? I'm almost positive that it was elderly abuse. And
yeah, why do you try to get some money from an elder person? Like,
and I don't know, I don't listen to her music, and so if she's rapping about hitting licks and shit, like, that's fucked up. Like, you robbed a fucking elderly person. I don't know though, but good luck with your case, I guess. Like, what can I say about it? I wasn't there, I didn't do shit. You fucking robbed somebody. It is what it is. You made the decisions that you made, so it's on fucking you. Let's just move on. Fuck looking for that shit. Templeton baseball. Templeton baseball. Yeah. Right after somebody robbed an elderly person.
Yeah. This is kind of gnarly though, because now Division 3 includes like Rigetti, San Luis, Pioneer Valley, or not Pioneer Valley, excuse me, Atascadero, and like I think, or in Arroyo Grande. But they are ranked number 1 in Division 3 with a 46 win streak, and starting the season 4-0, and basically 10-run rule in every team. Besides one game where it was 1 run, but they still shut them out. That's
gnarly. I don't even know like who's so fucking good on this team.
There's a couple pictures that I just saw.
Ryan Domingos. Oh, that's funny. That's Robbie Lardner too. That's Mac Lardner's little brother, the kid who was good. Picture who was good before him. So that's funny. Ryan Domingos is fucking, I forget his older brother's name on the top of my head right now. Little brother. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, man. I think it's cool that it's just a local team doing really well. Shout out to the Paso team. I know they got a good team coming up this year.
It'll be tight. I'm excited. Who knows if they can keep this going? It looks like they're 6-0 this year.
4-0. They've had 4 games so far.
We'll look to go on 6-0, and their toughest if they travel to Taft High School is currently 5-1. So they're 5-0. So good luck to them, dude.
Yeah, good luck to grind it out.
I think that's pretty much all we got today.
Yeah, stay in tune for the next car vlog. I think we're going to try to go as much as we can on every Thursday.
Every Thursday, look up the Long Haul Show next Friday. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, at Nate Sunday Sesh on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, if you haven't already. It would help us out a whole goddamn lot.
Pop up next Friday. Let's have a good time next Friday. I think it's going to be a good show.
It'll be dope. This has been Nate Nasty Sunday Sesh. It's your boy Nate.
It's your boy Deej.
And we out.